Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on Batwoman Season 2, or Dos, or Zwei? Ein, Zwei? Yeah, that's German for 2, and that's all I can think of in regards to other languages and their number 2s. So it's been about a month, I think, which is crazy to think, since the news or announcement came out that Ruby Rose will be leaving the titular role of Kate Kane, aka Batwoman, on, well, Batwoman. Now, after this news, we were under the assumption that they would, just simply be recasting Kate Kane. Even though the option to have a new character take over the mantle was there, it would be odd after only a year to have that happen in regards to the story of the show. Kate wouldn't just leave that mantle after that time, so it would make sense that they just have another actor take over Kate, rather than another character come over and take over Batwoman. Like, if it was 3 or 4 seasons down the track, fair enough, but after one season, no. But last week sometime we had the casting call for the replacement for Ruby Rose leak online from the casting website, where it was behind a paywall, which heavily suggested that they weren't looking to recast Kate Kane on the show, but have a new character come in to replace Kate Kane as Batwoman, that character being called Ryan Wilder, with a casting description reading as follows. A female in her mid to late 20s of any ethnicity, Ryan Wilder is about to become Batwoman. She's likeable, messy, a little goofy, and untamed. She's also nothing like Kate Kane, the woman who wore the Batsuit before her. With no one in her life to keep her on track, Ryan spent years as a drug runner, dodging the GCPD and masking her pain with bad habits. Today, reformed and sober, Ryan lives in her van with her plant. A girl who would steal milk for an alley cat and could also kill you with her bare hands, Ryan is the most dangerous type of fighter, highly skilled and wildly undisciplined. An out lesbian, athletic, raw, passionate, fallible, and very much not your stereotypical all-American hero. And even when this came out, there was still like a slither of maybe they might not be recasting the character completely, or, replacing the Batwoman with another character completely. They might still be recasting Kate Kane. This is just a bit of a throw-off, even though it does say any ethnicity, which makes you think it's going to be a completely new character anyway. But Caroline Dries, the showrunner and one of the executive producers, doubled down on this, confirming it's a completely new character by saying, "I'm inventing a whole new character. In her past, she was inspired by Batwoman. She's going to take on the mantle and is completely maybe not be the right person at the time to be doing it." Is that even English? I don't know. That's what makes it fun. So that was from Caroline Dries at like a online panel talk thingy-majiggy, so she said that. Now, when she doubled down like that, and even after that initial casting description came out, I would honestly say, and I know people don't like me bringing out the numbers, but the numbers are coming out, I would honestly say like 97.24% of people that either watched Batwoman or just heard this news and reacted to it didn't think it was a good idea. Thought it was actually probably the worst idea they could go with. Like, why would you not just recast Kate? Kate Kane is Batwoman. If you think Batwoman and you read the comics, it's Kate Kane. So what are you going to do here? And it seems like with this, it was going to be a completely new character for the show. And Caroline Dries doubles down there and confirms it's a completely new character. She's inventing the new character. And as I said in my initial reaction to it, I was pretty much against it, but there was like a slither of my thoughts and opinions in the grey area, because I was like, look, you give them the benefit of the doubt, because they could be creating something that's actually interesting and isn't constricted by anything in the comics and various things like that, and they can do maybe a better origin story. And there is a grey area in which they could do something fairly interesting with the character that could make it better than what we got in season 1 with Kate Kane. I think at the beginning, if you base it off what we saw, from Kate then, I could say, okay, well, probably whatever we're going to get here was better. But Ruby really grew into the role as she got into the later seasons, to the point where I think replacing Kate as a character is a mistake. But as I said, give them the benefit of the doubt, because you don't know what they're going to do. Now, news has come out by the time this video goes up, in the past 24 hours, I guess, roughly, that there is a current actor that's being eyed to take over this role of Ryan Wilder. It seems from the release that Ryan Wilder is actually going to be the name of the character, which is interesting. I don't know what everyone thinks of that. Ryan Wilder. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of the name, but I could deal with it, I guess. But anyway, the actress that's being linked to this is that of Vanessa Morgan from Riverdale. She's being eyed to take the lead role. Now, Vanessa Morgan at the moment currently plays Tony Topaz. I know it's Tony. I think it's Topaz is their last name of Riverdale. I watch Riverdale. It's like my guilty pleasure. It's the stupidest show ever, but man, it keeps you hooked. I don't know how it does it. It's like some witchcraft or something. But she's on that. She is tagged as a lead on that show anymore, but there was the thing that came out recently where she complained that she brought up the fact that she was the lowest paying lead on the show, which isn't right. It was attached to the whole Black Lives Matter thing and equality and pay and everything like that, which isn't right that she's not paid the highest. However, her role in the show, after like the first or second season she was there, she's pretty much just there for the sake of it now, along with a couple of other characters. So I think her leaving the show wouldn't affect Riverdale in the slightest. And also Riverdale is taking a 5 or 6 year time jump after the current season right now. So she might not even be involved in any major way come next season. So I think if she was to jump over to Batwoman, it's better for her career. And honestly, I don't think Riverdale was really taking her anywhere. She was just sitting there earning a paycheck. She wasn't really developing anything, in my opinion. But her showing interest in this role for Batwoman might have actually been like the final deciding factor maybe, and then making it a new character and not recasting Kate. Because even with this casting description that came out, as I said, there was maybe like a slither of hope that, or like a sliver of a chance, I don't want to say hope, taking away from what they're going to do now, but like a sliver of a chance that they could still just make it a Kate Kane recast if maybe they cast someone who was in the same vein as what Ruby Rose did with Kate Kane. But obviously, Vanessa Morgan is a mixed actress. Her dad, one of her parents is black, one of her parents is white, so she's half black, so she's a mixed actress. So obviously, she's not going to be able to fit into what they put out there with Kate Kane. So it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if she showed interest in it and they're like, okay, well, we're completely going to change the character now. And personally, I think Vanessa Morgan isn't a bad choice. I think she's a good actress. I think she's a very likable actress, which is an important thing to do. And look, I'm not going to lie, I think she's hot as hell, so I wouldn't mind her seeing in Batwoman, to be completely honest. But that was the thing that I saw people bringing up, was the issues with her still being on Riverdale, but the fact that her character is like sort of like a non-entity at the moment, doesn't really do anything. I don't think she would miss being on Riverdale, so I think she'd be sweet going to Batwoman, to be completely honest. Now, one thing that came out, I want to say a couple of hours after this initial Vanessa Morgan being eyed for Batwoman thing, was an audition tape. Now, the thing is, I can't actually show the audition tape in the video. I would if I could, but I've had issues in the past where I've shown it, and I actually got a copyright strike twice from showing the audition tapes. I think both of those times you guys roasted the people in the comments section about their acting ability, and they got triggered and got their agents or the management team to copyright my video. So I'm not doing that because I don't trust you. I just don't trust you anymore, so I'm not showing it in this video. But I will leave the audition tape linked in the description down below if you want to go check it. It actually does give some story elements, and actually I think is going to... I don't know, it doesn't say... I'm not going to say it confirms it, but in this context and what they're saying, it tells us at least what's happening with Kate for this audition tape. So let's go through it. So go watch the audition tape if you want to, but I'm going to describe the major bits right now, unless you want to see the quality of the person's acting in that tape. So pretty much this audition tape says that Kate's pretty much dead. I don't think they necessarily say that Kate's is dead, but the way that they word it is that Kate Kane is dead, and this Ryan Wilder character takes her suit, which Luke Fox is in this audition tape. They don't say Luke, but the way he's talking and stuff, it's Luke. So Luke Fox is able to actually track the bat suit because that has all the tracking and stuff like that. He even says it's pretty much a computer, so that's why he was able to find it. And we learned that Ryan's mother was actually killed by Jonathan Crane, aka Scarecrow, and that she herself is after him to sort of as a form of revenge or justice or something like that. So I don't know if that actually play into season 2 storyline, or it's a backstory that would eventually lead to something in a future season. I'm not too sure, but they do set up Scarecrow being involved with the backstory in regards to killing her mum. And then there's also a scene where Luke helps Ryan train as Batwoman and gets her ready to be a hero, I guess. I don't know if it's necessarily they're going to make it where they're going to pretend as if Batwoman never died and this is like the exact same Batwoman. Because there was talk that were they going to give this Batwoman a new suit, but by the sounds of this, they would just give Ryan the same bat suit and it would just look like Batwoman. I'm trying to imagine Vanessa Morgan with that red wig. It could work, I guess. I don't know, I have to wait and see. But I guess there's 2 options in regards to how she appears on the show initially. Obviously, this doesn't completely set up her origin. But Caroline alludes to it being a complete outsider almost in her little talk there. So maybe there's no interaction with Kate Kane previously with Ryan. Obviously, it says that she was inspired by Batwoman, but that doesn't mean she's necessarily interacted with Kate at all. I wouldn't mind it, and this is personally what I would want. I think it might be hard to do seamlessly and make it work perfectly, but I'd prefer to see this, to be completely honest. and that's that Ryan is someone that Kate interacted with previously. Maybe it's like 6 months in the past, or when like a few weeks into Kate being Batwoman, and Kate saves Ryan in the streets or something like that, and we might get like a recreation or flashback with a Ruby Rose stand-in for Batwoman. So it's obviously meant to be Ruby Rose's version of Batwoman, or Kate Kane as Batwoman, but they do something similar to what they did with Batman from the pilot. So they show like the back of him, don't really show his face, or if they do, they sort of like, it's in like the shade, or it's like darkened out so you can't tell who's under there. So they could do something like that, and that's where Ryan gets the inspiration. So when Kate is quote unquote killed in whatever happens, that's, that's where the inspiration comes from, because she was actually saved by Batwoman previously. So I think that would be cool if they did that. But then again, they can make it where there's just no connection. It was just from a distance, you know what I mean? Just seeing the bat signal in the air and seeing various things on the news. That's where Ryan got the inspiration. It just depends how they want to do it, I guess. I think either option works works well. But I wouldn't mind the last one where Kate has actually saved Ryan in the past. I think that'd be fairly cool if they did that. But overall, it'll be interesting to see what happens, whether this Vanessa Morgan thing actually does play out or not. There is the chance that this was just an attempt for clicks. I'm not going to say the site is ridiculously reliable. I did see people bringing up the fact that it's doesn't really even like garner search results. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. It is important to note that Vanessa Morgan has been in trending and in the news and stuff because of the whole Black Lives Matter thing, and her bringing up the fact that she was underpaid on Riverdale. So maybe bringing her into it and using her name, bringing it in for clicks, there is a chance for that. Take it with a grain of salt, as you should always do. But you never know. It could be true, and honestly, by the sounds of it, I would say it's true, because Vanessa Morgan does sound like a good fit for the character. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show support. Let me know in the comment section down below your various thoughts and opinions and all of this. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Do you like Vanessa Morgan in the role, or would you prefer someone else completely different? Let me know. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Goodbye.